Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to do our last lab, which is lab number 16, and the objective of lab number 16 is to display student name and roll number on liquid crystal display screen on LCD screen. For this purpose, I have already opened Tinkercad software. My workplace is already opened over here, and from components, first of all, I would select Arduino. I would select the Arduino with the board configuration, which is already given over here. I'll drag the component and place it on the workplace. I'll zoom it a little bit so you can see connections clearly. While choosing for LCD, I'll go to components again, then select all, and then go for typing LCD in search bar. After typing LCD in search bar, I can see an LCD screen 6 into 2. What is the meaning of 6 by 2? It means that this LCD screen has 16 columns and 2 rows. I'll drag the component and place it over here, making connection accurately connected to each other. This is accurate connections. Every pin is on its position. So basically we have these pins on LCD screen. We have ground pin, we have power pin, we have contrast pin, register select pin, read and write pin, enable pin, DB4 data bit 0 to 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, data bit 7. So we have data bit lines of 0 to 7. We have total 8 lines over here. Then we have LED anode and LED cathode. So first of all, we need to understand how this pin gonna connect. For this purpose, I have already opened a program example in Arduino program example. Simply I'll go to example, then liquid crystal, then any of this example I can open of my own choice. Simply the connection for the LCD screen to all these options gonna be same. For all this program, the connection setting of LCD pins gonna be same. So first of all, we need to add a header file. Demonstrate the use 16 by 2 LCD display. The liquid crystal library work with all LCD display that are compatible with this driver. So first of all, we need to introduce a library named is liquid crystal, because this library is compatible with the driver. And for the pin connections, LCD RS pin, register select pin connected to digital pin of Arduino 12, LCD enable pin connected to digital pin 11, LCD D4 pin connected to digital pin 5, LCD D5 pin connected to digital pin 4, LCD D6 pin connected to digital pin 3, and LCD D7 pin connected to digital pin 2. And the rest of the pin, for example, read write pin ground, because we are not using it. Also 5 volt and ground connected to positive 5 volt and ground to ground obviously. And we'll make a connection exactly like this as we have discussed in the configuration. Also for program, for code, I'll choose block, text option, continue. remove the previous code. First of all, I need to introduce a library. While writing this program on Tinkercad workspace, it looks very small. It looks in a very small font, and you may have some problem in understanding this code during a video session. So instead of writing this code directly into the workplace over here, I would write in MS Word and then copy from MS Word and then copy from MS Word to back into Tinkercad software. So I have already written code over here. In order to make you understand this code, I'll make font a little bigger so you can easily see and understand the code command by command. First of all, I have included a library by #include liquidcrystal.h. This is the library for LCD screen, and then I will introduce a connection setting, which is liquid crystal LCD 1211 pin number, digital pin number 12 of Arduino connected to register select pin of LCD, pin number 11 for enable, and then LCD pin of D4 to D7 is connected to 5432 pin digital pin of Arduino. This is the connection setting. In setup, we have lcd.begin 16,2. We simply given the command to initiate LCD, which is of order of 16/2. It means that it has 16 column and 2 rows. In loop section, we have two commands. In first command, we set the cursor position by writing lcd.setCursor 0,0. We set the cursor position at 0th column and 0th row, and then lcd.print your name, and then I given a command to print your name. So this is the program, very much easy and simple. I just copy the program from here and place it on a Tinkercad code workspace, and while pasting the code over here and seeing the second command of the connection setting, by seeing this command, and also we have already discussed in configuration the pin configuration, or you can say that the circuit, how you can connect the pins. This is the visibly described structure of the circuit. So by seeing this command, I can connect the LCD pin with the corresponding pins. From ground, I would connect to ground, obviously ground to ground, and give it a color black because it's a ground, so I would like to give a color black to over here. Power to positive end and give it a color red. Okay, and then we have contrast pin. As we do not using the contrast pin, we would again ground it and giving a color a black. Register select pin, this is main over here. I would drag Arduino like this, yeah, like this, and register select, this is register select pin, and it is supposed to connect to pin number 12 of Arduino. So register select pin, I simply connect over here and from pin 12 I'll make a connection to here. You can give a color yellow, or you can give a color orange. Orange would be good. And pin number, read and write is also grounded because we are not using it right now, so it would be ground and given a color black. Next pin is enable pin. Enable pin would be connected to pin number 11. So how can I connect to pin number 11? By dragging a wire from this digital pin to pin 11 enable and giving a color in orange, similar to the previous wire which is connecting register selector pin. Our next is DB0. We are not using it, so we would not connect it, and we start connecting from DB4. From DB4 to DB5, I'm simply connecting it to breadboard. Initially to DB7, I'm simply connecting it to breadboard. All the pin from D4 to D7, simply connecting it to breadboard initially, and then would connect it to Arduino. Okay, these would be respectively connected to pin number 5 over here and given a color yellow. 4 over here this must be, the arrangement should be nice so that everyone can understand it easily. So I'll drag the breadboard down below. This is much more down, so I have to take it up a little bit. And Arduino, this is the structure you guys can see. I have to drag the board a little bit up so you can see the wiring structure easily. Now I have to connect pin number 4 with yellow color, then pin number 3 also given a yellow color, and pin number 2 also given a yellow color. So I have simply connect my data bit lines, that is from DB4 to DB7. You can see it. This is DB4 and this is 5, 6 and this is 7. From DB4 to DB7 I simply connected to 5, 4, 3 and 2 pin of digital pin of Arduino. Now connection setup is almost done. We had just simply remained an anode and cathode. I just simply push the Arduino a little bit up like this, and then connected anode to positive end, like this, without interfering any wire, and giving a red color because anode, so it would be positive end, giving a red color. And then cathode, when I would connect this LED cathode point to negative ground, I would like to add, or I have to add a resistor, a 10K resistor, in order to, this is a 10K resistor, in order to safely, in order to make a safe connection. So So just simply add it and giving a color black, because it's gonna ground it at the end. And this is my connection. Oh yeah, this is my connection. You guys can see it visibly over here. I'm just need to put it over here like this. Why it's dragging or moving like a zigzag? I don't want it to move like a zigzag. I just want it to place over here. Okay. So our code is ready, our circuit is ready. Just start simulation and hope that it would be a good. It seems like your code has some error, so let's check the error. Our error would be like lcd.print so I have to see the code again. I would like to check my code. And from this lcd dot set cursor, everything looks fine. So why do we have an error over here? We shouldn't have an error over here. Hash include liquid crystal dot h liquid crystal lcd 1211 void setup lcd dot begin 16,2 loop lcd dot set cursor cursor 0 c dot print Raheela. So seems like our code has some error. Why we do have an error over here? Should not get an error. So simply just like start simulation again. Everyone has some like record something error. Needed error again and again. I don't want an error. Okay. So I think my program error is this inverted commas. I had not given the clear inverted commas. I would change it again, giving a inverted commas, not double time, only a single time. Inverted commas on both the end. Now I would like to simulate. Wow, great. And you can see my name is printing on LCD screen on row 1. So if I want to add, let's say, first of all I have to stop simulation, and then if I want to add another, for example, if I want to add today's date, so I would again set the position of cursor, set cursor set cursor to position 2,2. Second column and second row, or you can say that second column or first row, it would be fine. It would be also fine. It would come right exactly below your name, and then you would write lcd dot print everything whatever you want to write in your inverted commas. So I want to print today's date, which is 22 dash 7th month and 22. This is your year 2020, and a semicolon. Now I would like to stimulate it, and hopefully you can able to see. Yes, you can able to see my name and today's date. So right after my name, because I changed the previously my position, row position was 0, and now my row position is 1, so the date come exactly below my name. So this is our program, or this is our today's lab, which is lab number 16. In lab number 16 we have learned how to write our name and roll number or whatever you want. I have wrote my name and today's date in the LCD display screen, and I have make you learn all these connection settings. This is very easy and simple. You can use in further lab tasks, you can use a temperature sensor LM35 connected to Arduino, and you can also able to see the temperature on the LCD screen. Likewise, you can do multiple program example. So this is your lab number 16. Any question or query related to lab number 16, you can discuss it in live session tomorrow inshallah. Till then, take care of yourselves and best of luck for your exams.